The Runnemede Board of Education meeting is called to order. The Board of Education is in compliance with Chapters 231 of the Public Laws of 1975 entitled the Open Public Meetings Act. The time, date, and location of this meeting was appropriately advertised by notifying a retrospect as well as posting notices in the Borough Hall, Runnemede Post Office, Marygold School, Allied Bingham School, Grace Downing School, and the Runnemede Public District School District website. Please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, board members.
Ms. Adair?
Here.
Ms. Beebe's running a few minutes late. Mr. Buckheim?
Yes, here.
Ms. Davidson?
Here.
Mr. Lego?
Here.
Mr. Murray?
Here.
Ms. Panzarella?
Here.
Ms. Sams?
Here.
Ms. Spalding?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Also present, Mark Agnucci, Superintendent, Sean McCarron, Business Administrator, Supervisor of Curriculum and Instruction, Jay Diezzi, Principal of Bingham Downing Schools, Steve Peely, Principal of Marygold School, Bill Silva, Vice Principal of Marygold School, Gladys Hubbard, Child Study Team Supervisor, Frank Hines, Supervisor of Building and Grounds. At this time, I need a motion to approve the regular and executive meeting minutes for June 19, 2018, please.
I'll make a motion to approve the regular and the executive board meetings from June 19th.
I'll second it.
Yeah. So motion made by Patty,
Second.
second by Naomi. Roll call.
Ms. Adair?
Yes.
Mr. Buckheim?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Lego?
Yes.
Mr. Murray? Ms. Panzarella? Ms. Sams?
Yeah.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
So we will
What?
skip a few things because we are having a summer meeting that we haven't had in a few years, and we'll go down to public comments on agenda items at this time. Does anyone have any public comments on agenda items only? All right, if not, we will move forward to the secretary or director of curriculum report.
Okay, so in terms of the business side of things, we are in full process of ordering for the 18-19 school year. This is a prime time that we put through all of our orders. So there are purchase orders everywhere. Our bills list in August will be huge. We're preparing for the audit. They will be joining us next Monday for the full week. That usually lasts one full week. And as you know, that then gets presented at about November's Board of Education meeting. We finalized and are in the process of closing out the 17-18 school year with everything that we have still out. And, you know, there's just a lot of projects and things like that going on that I'm sure you can see throughout the school. And in terms of curriculum, updating curriculum guides, you'll be approving those revisions in August. Preparing for CUSAC's visit, which will be this upcoming fall, spring, which will be a full visit across all 5 areas. So we're just making sure that with the new rubric that they're assessing us on, that we have everything in place for those things to happen.
I have a question. Do you
Yeah.
have that rubric?
It's online, it was taken off, there were revisions that were made, and then there's modifications that are coming.
Gotcha. Okay.
We've been scheduled to go to 2 meetings with the county office for training on CUSAC. Both trainings have since been canceled, and we were told that we would be informed of upcoming trainings once they have further information. We have been in contact with the county office though, just to make sure that the direction we're going in is what they are assessing us on.
Thank you. Sorry for
Nope.
interrupting.
No worries.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
Any questions for Dr. McCarron?
Yeah, Sean, on number 7,
Sure.
can you give us a little overview of what the fire department feels is acceptable for security on lockdown?
So Mark and I, sure. So Mark and I have gone to a number of different school districts to kind of see what they're doing with lockdowns. One of the concerns we have is we want to make sure that whatever we do for security is compliant with our fire department, fire inspector, fire marshal. So we decided to meet with the fire department to find out what is acceptable and what isn't. In some cases, you might see a magnetic strip that goes against a door frame, so that way the door is unlocked, but you remove the strip and the door locks automatically. That would actually not be compliant with the fire department because the door has to be held by 4 pounds in order to do that. We met with Silox. Silox does the key fob, so just like our staff members have a fob to get into the buildings. Some school districts are moving to where it's a fob key access to get into each classroom. So that way it eliminates keys altogether. And if, someone loses their card, you shut down their card. But of course, with that, you're adding technology now to every single door, which then has a cost that comes with that. Frank, the hardware he is replacing on doors currently, he's replacing it often with doors that are always locked from the outside, so you have to key in, meaning that we don't have to worry about any staff member locking a door. The door automatically locks as soon as you're in the room. You need someone with a key, or you need someone to open the door to get in. A concern, I know, Mr. Ruckham, you had brought up the barricade, the
latch that flips down.
that flips down,
Yep.
or the one that goes into the floor and locks in.
Yeah.
The only concern that came up with that was the fact that it barricades in the room on both sides. So it could be difficult to get into the room if someone was trying to get in who was there to help. Does that make sense? And then the other concern that came up was we do have asbestos flooring. So in order to add that attachment to the floors, we might not be able to do that to all classrooms at that point, but it's an option that we're still considering at this point in time and looking at.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Could you also update us on the Volt's Kitchen project or any other projects?
I'll do that for you.
You have that? Oh,
Sure.
I didn't.
Yeah, mom is, yeah.
Okay. All right. Never mind. Mr. Iannucci's going to do that for us.
Want to do that right now? I'll do that at the end of my report.
All right.
Okay, school funding, I know we talked, the governor released some statistics last week of schools will be receiving additional state aid to what was already approved in the spring. We did not receive any change to our state aid, but the good thing is, we didn't get an increase, but we also didn't get a decrease, like a lot of school districts did. So what we approved in the spring, maintained the same. So
A lot
that's
of
good.
school
And that was a good increase for us from the 16-17 school year to 17-18 school year. Summer program, ESY Title I program started last week. They're up and running. Attendance is strong. Summer rec program, we have increased the numbers in that. For the full day program, we currently have 82 students, and a 12 to 3 program, we have 46 students. So it's all told to 128 kids, which is up from, we had low 90s last year. So it's a nice increase. We're able to support that.
45%?
Yeah, and we have a lot of former Runnemede students, currently either in high school or college, working as counselors. One of the supervisors doing a great job. Kids are going on a lot of different trips. You'll see stuff posted on the website or posted on the Facebook page regarding where they're going. I believe they went to Westmont today. Westmont?
Ritz.
Ritz, excuse me. Westmont's no longer there. I know.
Next week is Phillies.
And we go to the Phillies game on Wednesday, so we're excited about going to that. So those numbers are good. As Sean said, the audit is next week, so I know the business office loves the audit week. When they come in, they basically ask you a million questions on what you've been doing. We have no worries or concerns about anything, because our last 5 audits have all come back. A lot more positive, maybe 1 or 2 sites, which is fine. School safety, I did complete that school safety training specialist at the end of June. Spent 4 fun-filled days in Robbinsville, New Jersey, completing that training program with about 300 different administrators from around the state, from all over the place. The certification will come in August, so I'm certificate for that, so I'll be the school safety training specialist for the district. I'll be turnkeying some of those things. They provide some things we look at, so we look over in our safety manuals. I know you and I talk, because you're law enforcement, about, doing a little more intense training and through the year, so we'll be turnkeying that stuff to staff. It was a good program. I think it could have been maybe condensed down. I think when you see it in the future, I know they're having another one coming up in August. I think when they have the initial training next year, you might see it cut down to maybe 3 days. I think they could have done it a little bit quicker, but it was fine. And then that was it for that. Kitchen remodel. If you walk by the kitchen right here, you can see the nice plastic bag that's covering up from all the work.
And if
that's
you
going
come
on
in during the day, you would give the staff here a medal for
Yes, we
enjoying.
got earplugs for everyone, noise canceling headphones for everybody. I know they were pouring some concrete today. Right, they were doing that today, concrete?
No concrete work.
Did you put your initials in the concrete in there?
Mine anyway.
Yes, thank you. So that's going all well. We did meet, I met with Frank and, where's Frank? Usually sitting there, sorry. We did meet with Frank.
Play-Doh.
Why is it
Like
Play-Doh?
He's like, I come to work for a reason.
We dealt with Rob, the foreman, today, just to review a couple things, and they seem like they're on pace for getting everything done with that mid-August.
Yeah, everything's going along pretty good. You don't really see too much work because it's all underneath the school, doing a lot of plumbing, running electrical wire, stuff like that. But most of the block work's all done and they're moving right along and hope to have it done soon.
It was nice to see that guys said they were gonna start on the Wednesday after school ended, and they actually showed up on the Wednesday after school ended, unlike a couple years ago with the roofers, it's gonna take a little bit longer. So they've been working hard. Parking lot, asphalt repairs, those guys are coming out this week, which we should have some good weather the next couple of days, to patch up some of the issues we've had at all three buildings. And then later on this summer, we'll come out to reseal and repaint the lines at the buildings as well. So we're excited about that. Sean and I did meet with CM3 Building Solutions to upgrade the installations for video entry, strobe alert system, and main office lockdown system for all three schools. Kind of talked a little bit about that in the spring. That project might start in August and then lead us a little bit into September because they're backed up as well with all the projects they have going on. But we're excited about that. We'll have more information about that at the August meeting as well. Surveillance cameras will also be, we're enhancing some of the systems we already have in place with our current system, but some of those cameras will be replaced all throughout the district as well. 2 new scoreboards were installed this week, yesterday, right? Today. We were there today. 2 scoreboards were installed in the Volts gym, so if you've ever coached, like I have in the past, and you're going this way and you can't see what the score is, now we have scoreboards on both sides, and they're going to be operated wireless scoreboard control panel. We also purchased 2 of them because you never know what can happen, over time with one of them, so we'll back up to that. So we're excited about that. I know Frank's looking into installing cages around the scoreboards.
Yes.
So, because sometimes in gym classes, kids kick balls and things hit scoreboards. That are going to happen. So those will also be put in play before the school year. Nice. There's also 2 new entry doors from the 4-5 hallway. So we're able to do a better job securing the 4-5 hallways right here going into the gym. So right now they're gray, but they will be painted that blue color. All the other doors are painted. And the final review of all our projects will be given at the August meeting. I'll try to send you any pictures. I don't have any pictures right now of the cafeteria, but I'm more than happy to get some and email them to you.
I also noticed that they're painting.
They
the
painted this
walls,
one, yeah. They painted
And
this
you
one.
are installing new lights, ceiling lights?
So all of City Hall is done. We got all the lights this way done. We're working on doing some stuff in the computer lab over here, and we're going to revamp that whole thing. One of the classrooms we're looking into putting the smart TVs in, and then we're going to put whiteboards, kind of make it a little more modern looking, and it's moving along good. The floors, they should have Bingham and Downing floors probably done by next week as far as tiling. Then we have to get in and do our thing to the classrooms and all that, and then they'll come over here to Vols, we'll get the flooring done over here, and we're just moving along, getting everything done.
In the last 10 years or so, the technology of smart boards has moved back to that monitor thing, so it's, you can kind of, the device, throw up whatever you have on your device, throw it up to your screen, instead of, having the kid walk up to the monitor, or walk up to the smart board, and that kind of stuff. So it'll be pretty cool. I mean, we'd like to schedule a tour for the board to see some of those things. Not only at this school, but all 3 buildings, hopefully, when they have. That's all I have.
Thank you. Any questions from Mr. Amici?
Oh, I'm sorry. Last thing.
Sorry, I'm
At our
sorry.
last meeting, that's my fault. We did approve a new employee, a speech pathology position. Miss Melissa Hearn's here tonight. She wanted to come introduce herself. She's unavailable for the meeting she approved. So we just wanted to welcome her and congratulate her on the position. We look forward to her
Welcome,
starting.
Hearn.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. As we move along, I'm going to send around some workshop registrations if anyone is interested as well. There's 2 in August. I guess all other reports will pick up in September as well. So there's nothing for property and transportation, so we'll go to personnel. I need a motion to approve items numbers 1 through 8, please.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Chaz,
I'll second.
seconded by Marie, and she beat it. questions?
This is bad for them.
Roll call.
Mrs. Dare? Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Mr. Buckheim?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Lego?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Ms. Samms?
Yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Under finance, I need a motion to approve items numbers 1 through 11.
Dennis?
That's it, 1 to 11.
I'll make that motion to approve 1 to 11.
Motion made by Dan.
I'll second.
That's
Dennis.
Dan, come on.
DD.
Seconded by Dennis. Any questions?
I have a question for
Yes.
number 7.
Mm-hmm.
Could you explain what a neurological evaluation is, please? What is that?
That would be Mrs. Hubbard.
Thank you, Ms. Hubbard.
So we have a neuropsychiatric that we do just a regular psychiatric, psychological, and neurological. So with the neurological, you're gonna go see a pediatric neurologist. So at Cooper, they have those. So then there, we rule out stuff like ADHD, anything else that's going like seizures, anything else like memory, long-term memory loss, and things like that.
Okay, thank you.
I have a comment to make. I was talking to Barbie yesterday, and you can go online and see some of the stuff. I know Barbie, look at her face, she was super excited about, you might have some competition there, Chaz, about the workshops. So if you guys are thinking and you know when you're going, and remember that there's some things, like it starts a little earlier, and they're doing that again this year. They secured some keynote speakers, so if you go online, you can see what's going on down there if you want to take a look already. And plan 3 months ahead like Barbie. But if you want to be like me, we can figure it out that morning. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Dare?
Yes.
Ms. Beebe?
Yeah.
Mr. Buckheim?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Lego?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Ms. Samms?
Yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Policy and public relations, we have quite a few policies for a second reading. I need a motion for number 1, please.
I'll make a motion for number 1.
Second?
Motion made by Maria, seconded by Naomi. Roll call.
Mrs. Dare?
Yes.
Ms. Beebe?
Yes.
Mr. Buckheim?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Mr. Lego?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Ms. Samms?
Yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
So at this time, we are going to go into a brief executive session. I need a motion to go into executive.
Make that motion?
Wait a minute, time out.
You missed it.
I missed something. Does anyone have any questions before we go into executive? No? Okay. Now I'll take a motion to go into executive.
Make that motion?
Motion made by Chaz,
Second.
second by Patty. Whereas while the Senator Byron M. Bear Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-12 requires all meetings of the Runnemede School District Board of Education to be held in public, NJSA 10:4-12B sets forth 9 types of matters that may lawfully be discussed in executive session without the public being permitted to attend. Whereas the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education has deemed it necessary to go into closed session to discuss certain matters which are exempted from the public. Whereas the 9 exceptions to the public meetings set forth in NJSA 10:4-12B are listed below, and next to each exception is a box within which the number of issues to be privately discussed that fall within that exception shall be written, and after each exception is a space for additional information that will disclose as much information about the decision as possible without undermining the purpose of the exception shall be written. Now therefore be it resolved that the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education will go into closed session for the following reason as outlined in NJSA 10:4-12B. Any matter involving the employment, appointment, termination of employment, terms and conditions of employment, evaluation of the performance, promotion or discipline of any specific prospective public officer or employee or current public officer or employee, employed or appointed by the public body, unless all individual employees or appointees whose rights could be adversely affected request in writing that such matter or matters be discussed at a public meeting. More specifically, we discussed the job description of the superintendent. Whereas the length of executive session is undetermined, However, the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education will make every attempt to estimate the time of the session prior to reconvening at the session, after which the public meeting shall reconvene at 7:50 p.m. and the Runnemede School District Board of Education will proceed with business. Now therefore be it resolved that the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education will only go into executive for the above stated reasons. Be it further resolved that the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education hereby declares that its discussion of aforementioned subjects may be made public at a time when the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education attorney advises that the disclosure of the discussion will not detrimentally affect any right, interest, or duty of the school district or any other entity with respect to said discussion. Be it further resolved that the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education, for the aforementioned reasons, hereby declares that the public is excluded from the portion of this meeting during which the above discussion shall take place, and hereby directs the board secretary to take the appropriate action to effectuate the terms of this resolution. Be it further resolved that the board secretary on the next business day following this meeting shall furnish a copy of this resolution to any member of the public who requests one at the fees allowed by NJSA 47:1A. Action on any item may or may not take place in open session at the conclusion of this executive session. There will be no action taken for this evening. All members in favor? Ayes have it. Executive session will start. Ms. Carnegie, before the August 21st meeting, which we are going to change to 6 p.m., I would like to have a personnel committee meeting. I don't think it could be during the day. It would be, it's Barbie, Patty, myself, and Maria. So would you email us and throw out a couple dates that you're available? Barb, what time are you available at night?
I can,
It's all different?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you could throw a few dates out there, we would like to meet before the next meeting. Yeah, okay. All right. So, our next regular education, Board of Education meeting is going to be August 21st. That'll be our retreat amongst other things and regular business. And we're gonna move that up to 6 p.m. so we can have enough time and not be here long. Anything else for the good of the order? Anything else going on? Anything else? If not, I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion made by Patty, seconded by Dennis. All in favor?
All right.
You guys in favor of adjourning?
Yes, absolutely.
Adjourning, all right.